Hello everyone. So we are continuing our previous chapter, that was physical and chemical change. Okay, and the types of chemical reactions we have to learn today. Okay, so the first reaction we have of combination reaction. Okay, so what is a combination reaction? In which two different substances or compounds are formed to give a one solution. Okay, so here two different compounds were there, A and B, but the combination we have of A B, that means both are combining in this reaction. Okay, for example, they are taking off magnesium and reacts with oxygen, and then they form magnesium oxide. Okay, so magnesium is another one and oxygen is different from magnesium, so when they combine they give some magnesium oxide. So this is the combination reaction. Now move to our next one, that is decomposition reaction, in which a complete solution or complete compound is dissociated in two different parent substances. Okay, for example, here they are taking off calcium hydroxide, and when it decomposes it gives calcium oxide plus water. Okay, so both are different, and when we combine these two we have calcium hydroxide. Okay, so this is decomposition reaction, in which a compound breaks into two or more substances. Okay, the another one we have single displacement reaction, in which a single compound or element it displaces its previous position. So let's see how it can be occurred. For example, A, we have a substance, okay, and when it reacts with B and C, that means a complete compound. Okay, so when an element reacts with complete compound it displaces its previous position. That means this B will be out in this reaction, and this A displaces with this B. Okay, so here we have AC. So first of all we had A plus BC. Okay, and this A it displaces its previous position. Previous it was here, and then it gives a next compound with another element of that particular compound. Okay, and the B1 is out. So the example we have iron plus copper sulfate. So this is a single element. Okay, and this displaces its previous position. Okay, and combines with SO4, which gives iron sulfate. Okay, and what we have, the left one, copper. Okay, so copper comes out in the reaction. Got it? The next one we have double displacement reaction, in which two compounds exchange their previous position. So let's say first compound we have A and B, and the another one is C and D. Okay, so what happens in the product? AD we have, okay, and BC or CB. So these two different compounds are formed. Okay, but one more thing, in this double displacement reaction, it occurs by the different two methods. First one is precipitation, in which precipitates are formed. So let's see. So this reaction occurs in aqueous solution. Okay, so example we have of NaCl, a common salt we have, and then it reacts with AgNO3, that means silver nitrate. Okay, and when this reacts they just change the position, like this reacts with this and this reacts with this. Okay, so AgCl, that means silver chloride, and sodium nitrate. Okay, so both are changed their position with one another. Okay, so that is double displacement reaction, and here they form precipitation. Okay, so like so this silver chloride, this is precipitate. Okay, another double displacement reaction occurs in neutralization reaction, where acid and base reacts together and it gives salt with the amount of some water. Okay, so here H acid and BOH base. Okay, so when they react together they give AB solution. Okay, and this water, it is released out. Okay, so next we have oxidation and reduction reaction. So the basic difference between oxidation and reduction is of oxygen and hydrogens. Okay, so let's see what happens here. In oxidation reaction, oxygen is added. Okay, so oxygen is added and hydrogen is removed. Okay, oxygen add, hydrogen remove. But in reduction reaction, hydrogen adds and oxygen removes. Okay, so this is the basic difference in both the reactions. So let's see. The first one we have carbon plus oxygen. So what would happen here? The hydrogen will remove and oxygen is added. So this oxygen is added with carbon dioxide and it gives carbon dioxide with release of some hydrogen also. And here reduction is there. That means hydrogen will add and oxygen will out. Okay, so here hydrogen plus copper oxide, when both reacts they give copper with hydrogen with water. Okay, so here hydrogen is added. This hydrogen is added with oxygen, right? And the copper will remove. Okay, so this is reduction reaction. Clear? Next we have how can you separate a solid from a solution. So let's see what can be the different methods for this. The first one we have evaporation. So like the common salt which we use in our daily life, it is derived from the seawater by the process evaporation. Okay, so what happens there? So water is just get evaporated. Okay, and then the salt is collected. Okay, another one we have of crystallization. So basically the formation of crystals when it is dissolved in water. Okay, so they give crystals. Okay, for example the sugar grains, these are also crystals. So look at this activity. This is for crystallization. So how does it happen? So first of all you need to take some alum and add this alum in the lukewarm water. Okay, and then stir it well, and then it is left like this. Okay, so tie a nylon thread on a stick. Okay, and put it on the any kind of beaker, and what would you see after 2 or 3 days? Some crystals are formed along with the thread. Okay, so like this it would be shown to you. Okay, and this process is known as crystallization. Okay, so students, here our chapter completes. So I hope you got the things which we discussed. Okay, and in the next video we will come with our next chapter.